Hey, what up, cyber heroes? Chances are, if you are watching this video right now, you have an interest in getting into tech, specifically cybersecurity, and for some reason, you don't know what's stopping you. So in this video, I'm going to help you figure out how to navigate some of those challenges and why it is important that you do solve those challenges, and then some training that can actually help you identify and move past those obstacles. So if you're new to the channel here, I'm Boyd Clewis, internationally recognized cybersecurity expert, and I help people just like you upgrade their jobs to a six-figure tech career for life, not just a one, a two, a three time, but for life, guys. So rock with me. One of the things that I wholeheartedly believe in is helping people acquire the skills and the knowledge to be able to create value for companies, because that's how you get paid, guys. You don't get paid for what you know. You don't get paid for what you can do. You get paid for how well you can communicate. You can only communicate things at a high level if you truly understand it. So today, what I'm going to talk about again is diagnosing what the problem is that is preventing you from getting into cybersecurity and accomplishing your career goals, because they are very important. The reason why it's important, because as a cybersecurity professional, your job is going to be to diagnose and problem solve. And so if you can't solve your own problem, it's going to be very difficult to go into an organization and identify problems if you don't have a framework to diagnose problems to create value. So that's what I want to talk about today. So first of all, I'm not judging you if you are like trying to get certifications and you're doing all this training and these degrees and it's not working out for you. I'm not judging you, because oftentimes many of you have been misguided on what to do. So I want to set the record straight. And also, y'all can let me know in the comments that it sometimes can be very difficult to identify and diagnose your own problems because you're so close to it. You're so close. And this is why it's important to have mentorship or a third party that can come in and look at the situation and say, hey, man, you're missing that right over there. You're missing that right over there. And so, like, the common belief is if I go get a certification, then I get a job. And to me, that just doesn't make any sense, because there are so many things that go into the whole jobs acquisition process before you even get a job offer. People are not talking about interviews. They're not talking about the right skills to have. They're not talking about how to communicate, how to sell yourself, how to show up to an interview to show that you are a right candidate. Like how to separate yourself from the competition. Like, nobody's talking about that. It's just search, then job. And many of you have probably tried that, and that's why you're on this channel, and it's not working out for you, right? And so it's extremely bothersome, especially for me, when I try to present value and give you things that no one else is talking about, and then people just come in the comments, oh, just go get a cert and that'll work. I'm like, bruh, no, it won't. It won't. Now, to clarify, there's nothing wrong with certifications, but I believe that the certification should be achieved and paid for by the company after you've been hired, right? So you get hired, then you get certified. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Oftentimes, when it comes to making this career transition, again, it's difficult to see our own problems. We need a third party to come in. So what I've done is I have created a diagnostic training, right? Completely free training inside of CyberHero School. The link is actually in the description below. You can go to school.com/cyberhero, and that's SKOOL, right? So this tool is going to help you identify exactly what problem you are having in terms of attracting attention from recruiters and being able to be moved off to job interviews, etc., down to the job offer. Because if you don't understand the individual components that go into each of these phases, you are going to be focused on the wrong thing. You're going to be focused on the wrong thing. I have worked with entirely too many clients that were focusing on getting more training and certifications when they should have been focusing on their soft skills, being able to communicate the skills that they already have, right? Because the challenge is people these days are not taught to think critically or solve problems. They are groomed and trained just to do work. And let me paint the picture for you right now. So I'm having a conversation with the client just a couple of days ago, and he's like, Boyd, I don't know how this transition is going to work, because like I don't have any cybersecurity experience. I was like, that is not true, and we're going to prove it right now. Talk to me about what you do in your job right now. He said, man, all I'm doing is just setting these printers up on the network so people can scan and email and fax. I was like, all right. I was like, here's the problem. The problem is you are so focused on what you are doing and you never realize why you were doing and the impact that it was having on the business. So I said, so let's backtrack this. You're setting these printers up on the network for people to scan and email, right? He's like, yeah, yeah. Should anybody be able to connect to that port, scan an email to any computer? No. Do you have to put some kind of configurations in there to prevent that? It's like, yeah. Are you having to put configurations on that printer so somebody can't just log into it? Yeah. Well, why do you do that? Because we're thinking about the core foundation of cybersecurity, which is the CIA: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We are implementing these security controls so that only authorized people can use this office equipment and can send secure communications. That's cybersecurity, guys. That is cybersecurity. And many of you out there have way more transferable skills than you know, but but you don't know it because you don't know why you are doing things, right? You just get so caught up in the task. The how is not important. It is the why. When you understand the why and you can speak to it with great confidence, that is how you become the person that gets hired. And that's the things I want to teach you inside of CyberHero School. So right now, you can join completely for free. We have free content in there, especially the diagnostics tool. It's actually the first training that you'll go through. And the cool thing about this community is the more you engage and the longer that you are there in the community, the more content will become unlocked for you. I call it sweat equity. You add value, you get value in return. That's just the way the world works. It's a very cool platform that we just launched this week. So it's still sort of under construction. By the time many of you are watching this, it's going to be full blown with thousands of people in there. And then we will probably be charging for an entrance. But right now, you get access to CyberHero School for free. Get in there, engage with the community.